Holistic nutritionist, amazing woman and mom and business person
Wow.
is here. I know, she's awesome.
Wow. What a description.
Our next guest, Michelle Cook, is here, and she's here to, this weekend for Live the Smart Way Expo, and you have so much to share. Like, I felt calmed even when you came in to say, you know what, you need to take a break and not be stressed at work, or just think about it like it's perfect timing. Spring, everybody's springing into action, but we're all recuperating from the winter and just being bundled up, and then you take everything off, you're like, whoa, okay, here I am.
Exciting.
So,
You know, and it's so true. And actually, at the Canadian Health Food Association, we just conducted a national survey, and where we found out that over 60% of Canadians said that they were stressed, and this stress is negatively impacting their health and other areas of their lives. So stress is a huge issue for a lot of us, which is why we actually developed a natural guide to workplace wellness that includes supplements, healthy foods, and holistic healthy habits to help manage some of the stress a lot of us are faced with on a day-to-day basis.
And I bet that number is even higher too, because nobody surveyed me.
They didn't ask you?
It's like
I don't
brutal.
think they asked me either, but
Yeah.
my goodness.
All right, so how do we fight this then? How do
Well-
we start feeling better?
A good place to start is with some probiotics. So I've got over here, I've got some kimchi, some sauerkraut, kefir, kombucha, even a bar that has fermented ingredients, which you can find at your local CHFA health food store. And we know that probiotics play a big role in helping us manage stress and anxiety. There's a strong connection between our brain and our gut. So we want to keep our good gut bacteria in check by eating fermented foods, by eating probiotics, which maybe a lot of us aren't necessarily getting enough of.
Well, we get it in the natural foods of yogurt, in some of our vegetables as well, but this is a sort of enhanced taste of it.
Yeah,
Like
it's in the fermented foods that we
Okay.
eat, and a lot of us just aren't eating enough fermented foods. So that's really the key. And a probiotic might be something that you might want to consider, again, if you're under a prolonged period of chronic stress, which a lot of us are, but might not really realize that we're stressed out on that day-to-day basis.
So what would be the best form of ingesting a probiotic?
Well, definitely you can find some different natural health products at your local CHFA health food store. So I've got some examples of some probiotic supplements there. So it's really up to you. You want to speak to your healthcare practitioner about what's going to work best for you. B vitamins and magnesium, also very important for managing stress. We know that when we become stressed, we actually use these nutrients more, but our body, we need them, but our body uses them at a more rapid rate. So we can become deficient. So making sure that we're having a good B complex, maybe magnesium powder, but also bananas and avocados are high in both of these important nutrients.
I love avocados. I almost crave avocados, which might be the sign. Like, how do people know when they have these deficiencies?
Well, I mean, it can be difficult to tell, but you know, making sure that we're covering our bases by eating the rainbow of different foods. Also, you know, considering a multivitamin or a green supplement to make sure that we don't become deficient. So I always say that a multivitamin is a good insurance policy. It's going to help round out any of those deficiencies that could be developed, especially if we're not eating a really good whole foods diet on a regular basis.
Which I think it plays into the stress, because that's the idea. Like, I have my bag packed with things, but a lot of people don't. But I think it's just from being a mom. You're like, I need to be on the go, and you can't be hungry, so I'm going to make sure that I have these snacks. And then it's choosing those snacks. So it's always nice to have that reminder of, okay, what snacks, and now that it is spring and summer's coming, food is coming out of the ground again instead of in
From a
your
package.
root cellar in a package. Absolutely.
You know, it's so true, and you hit on a very good point there in terms of planning and preparing, because a lot of us don't, and then, you know, that's when we end up maybe at the drive-through or grabbing, you know, that donut or something quick. So planning and preparing is a big part of it, and that's why, you know, especially for us during the work week, we want to be packing our lunch, preparing healthy snacks. So I've bought some options here in terms of healthy snacks. You know, obviously there's veggies and hummus. This is a great go-to during the workday. Even some fresh berries, high in antioxidants. We know, actually, I think it's important to note the Clean 15, the Dirty Dozen, just came out from the Environmental Working Group, and strawberries are #1 in terms of being on the Dirty Dozen list. So highest sprayed fruit or vegetable. So definitely we want to be buying our strawberries organic. They just beat out apples for the #1 spot.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Well, and it is difficult because everybody knows, looking at these strawberries, the seeds are on the outside. So that makes sense that they're going to take all of that in and not be so good.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
definitely, we want to try and look for organic. You can visit our website,
Yeah.
chfa.ca, type in your postal code, find your local health food store. Lots of great options here in Ottawa for health food stores.
Yeah, and a very user-friendly website, by the way. Like if you need any questions, that's a easy way to go.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Yes, and we
Yeah.
have all kinds of great information, and you know, it's really, it's about getting, you know, that awareness out, making people more aware of what they're putting into their bodies, the impact that it will have. You know, especially during the workday. Different. I've got some different snacks here when we want to think about fueling our body. Roasted chickpeas are great. You know,
Yeah.
especially for kids.
Yeah, you know what? They sell them everywhere now because I've tried to roast them and I'm not. I think I walk away
You
too
should probably
quickly.
wait to
Exactly.
leave it to the experts.
Yeah, exactly. Leave
Quickly
it to the
though,
expert.
Michelle, if you are at work and say you're starting to feel just blah and you're not feeling, what would be the number one food or snack food that you should bring with you? Obviously non-perishable, and you'd feel better, like right away, perhaps.
You know, I would say these hemp bites. I have these hemp heart bites here, which are great. And the reason why they're really great is because they're high in a lot of nutrients. They also contain omega-3s. And we know omega-3s help us with memory and learning. So very important for productivity.
There you go.
What are you-
Try
what are you
it.
saying?
We're gonna toast
Okay,
with
okay.
it.
All right, here
Thank
we
you
go.
so much for coming on.
You're
This
amazing,
is
Michelle.
fantastic, and you are going to be at the Live the Smart Way Expo. This doors open, I think, tomorrow at 10.
Yes, you can still get tickets online for
Yeah.
free. I'm speaking at 11:15 on workplace wellness with the Canadian Health Food Association, talking about how to manage stress and stay healthy and happy.
Aw, thanks so much for coming on and
Thank
sharing
you.
with us. My
Helpful
goodness.
tips.
Helpful tips.
I just
helpful
went ahead and
things.
ate one by myself.
Okay, I'm going to eat mine while we say Jared Floyd is on next. Do not leave your set, and it's going to be fun.